You may recall that Luke threatened me with this piece of foulness from Amazon by a brand I've never heard of. It is a pink PC case that is officially for girls and for offices. I do not qualify to build a PC in this case, so I'm going to rely on Rosie to give me a bit of assistance. So let us begin. Rosie, would you please pull off the side panels?
Right. Ooh. Oh. One.
Okay, so it's...
Do I have to take off both?
Yeah, go for it. So aluminium, small amount of ventilation on the side, no noise deadening material, flexy as anything. Symmetrical panel, and then we turn to the front.
Oh.
let me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a bit, yeah. Subtle engineering. So the front panel is plastic with zero ventilation, so we're not confident about airflow, and there we have it. Cheers, Luke. Many thanks. There we have it. Top panel is riveted, and there we have, if we just pull that off.
What?
There we go. There we go. And we've got the front I/O or top I/O, which has USB 3, USB 2 headset jacks, a reset button and power button, and they've hidden it under this very fine piece of pink silicone just to keep it all looking lovely. Okay, and if we pull out the odds and ends fasteners and we go down to the bottom, and we have an RGB strip, which means that Rosie gets the opportunity to do a peel.
Oh, thank you. I'm honoured. Oh.
There we have it.
Yes.
This case, when Luke mentioned it, showed it rather, in his video with Jasmine, was £50. There's also a lemon yellow version of it for 40. Which way around was it? 40 quid for pink, 50 quid for lemon yellow. Today, this case is £50 and the lemon yellow is £25. I have no clue what's going on with pricing. £50 for this at face value is not good value. £25 on the other hand, maybe. And you will note, no fans whatsoever. Drive cage riveted in place. Power supply compartment, fairly small. I think we can build a proper PC in this case, notwithstanding. We're going to start with Rosie installing the processor. Rosie's first ever processor. What you need to be aware, you've got a key there and a key there, and you've got a little plastic doofer there and there, which engages. So if you offer up the processor, my way of doing it, and put the corners in place.
Like that?
Yeah, that's it. The box, when did I last use? Do you know what? For an Intel box cooler, I'm talking to the camera, but feel free to get all nerdy with me. So it's PWM connector. It's actually got a braided cable. I've never seen that in an Intel processor before, Intel cooler before. So we turn each of those pins back.
Right.
And then we pass it over to you. The fan connector is there, so the cable needs to be able to reach.
Okay.
Which way do I do it for neatness? Let's do that. So if you put it on in that orientation, and then you need to... I'm trying to try and describe how to do this without actually doing it myself. So
Twist.
if you... No, you're popping the pins in. What you need to do is to basically put your hand under the motherboard, so you're supporting it, and then push down on each of the pins in turn till it clicks.
That one's in. Maybe not. Oh god. Oh, it's in?
Excellent. So 1, 2, then try. You've got 3, 4 to go.
Are they... It's not in. I can't do it.
Okay. No, so you can see the black pin is there. One's there. That one's almost there. These two aren't. That was rotated.
Ah.
If they rotate, they ain't never going to go in.
Well, if I'd known, then I wouldn't have had so much of an issue.
I haven't used one of those in years. Let's do the SSD next. Comes in its cutesy little tin.
Do I need a screwdriver?
You do. Well, that screwdriver there. So if you remove those two screws and take off that heatsink, and we'll see what we find underneath.
So this magnetic?
No.
Oh. Why did that stick to the screwdriver then?
Because screwdrivers, when you use them, kind of become semi-magnetic. Okay, then, so that the gold finger engages in this end here. That's it. Okay, another peel. There's a little tag at the other end.
Oh, that's useful.
Mm.
Doesn't need to be tight,
And
does it?
It will need to be tight enough, but you want to get the second screw in first.
Yeah. That's
Lovely,
well.
and then tighten up the... Lovely. Okay, and now it's memory installation time. Let's just get that out of the way. So you've got 4 memory slots, it's dual channels, so 2 channels, these 2 on one channel, these 2 another channel. Standard practice is to install in the 2nd and the 4th slots.
Okay.
To get maximum performance, and you've got a 50-50 chance of aligning the keyway. So offer it up and see if it goes in correctly, or if you need to flip it around.
That's right.
Till the there we go. And now the second one engages the same way, so G.Skill logo is facing away. There we go. Motherboard assembly, ready for installation.
You need to flick those bits in.
For neatness you do. I always do actually, I have to confess. But totally unnecessary.
No,
it's fine. Motherboard assembly ready for installation. First we can put the power supply in, and I think we have a rapid debate about fans in the case. I've taken the executive decision that we're going to add a single 120 fan to the rear panel, because having a case with no fans whatsoever just seems frankly wrong. Going for RGB even though it's solid side panels, because I can't resist, if I'm entirely frank. So Rosie, grab the screwdriver, grab the 4 screws, I'll hold the fan in place and you do the work. That's it.
It's a bit...
Yeah, a bit like that. Okay, get one in and then move on to others. You want to get the others aligned. That's the fan in place. Power supply next. So the power supply shroud is riveted in place.
Right.
You've got no detachable rear panel. So the power supply is going in this away. We've got the intake fan for the cooling there. We do have... okay. Luke, this case. Okay, so you can see that that's air can come in there. You can see there's some sort of gauze inside.
Yeah.
Which suggests that you can get to it to clean it. However, it looks to me like the bottom's all riveted together.
You can unscrew the bottom.
Show me. Oh, I see. Okay, well done you. 4 screws. Yeah, she's quite right. 4 screws deep recessed. 1, 2, 3, 4, which means that this. I mean, but I'm looking at this. It's like a piggy.
I like it. I think it's a Panda.
Okay, pink Panda. So potentially you could remove the base and get to that filter. Okay, fair enough. So potentially, yeah, not many. Right, so the power supply slips in from the side there, and then we have to route the cables. Yeah, quite, because I mean, make sure all the cables are installed. Now this Focus 550 is not particularly long, and yet it's tight going. Good lord! Actually, I'm going to have to wiggle it. Okay. That drive cage that's riveted in place 2 sleds that we don't need. Pink plastic drive sleds. Yikes. I'm going to edit that part. Seasonic must never see what I did with their cables. And then we've got accessory screws. So we've got 4. 1 done. 1, 2, 3 in there. Go. All good?
Yes.
Lovely. Okay. And then the cables are meant to route across here. There's a couple of. There's a cable management strap, some tie down points, so that's the cable channel, so they go across there. That's all fine. These front panel I/O cables have the most bizarre color coding I've ever seen in my life, but I'm absolutely certain it's going to work nicely. Luke, did I mention there will be consequences? Okay, I think it's time to install the motherboard assembly. The case only comes with 6 motherboard standoffs. These plastic things in the bag here look like they are kind of semi-standoffs of a type I haven't seen before. So you pull them through and then they've got male threads projecting, so you can't actually secure the motherboard, they just like rest on those. Don't like the idea of that. So we're going to, well I say we, Rosie's going to proceed and install the motherboard in the case. Rather, I'll put it in, Rosie can then secure it. Okay then, let's see how that looks. Lovely. And now I've got a few cables to connect. And now it's time for our Gigabyte RTX 2080 Super Graphics card. Take it away, Rosie.
Those popped open, that? No. Be useful.
Whoops. Been told off. That all looks good. Let's connect up the power.
It's quite easy.
And there we go. And then we reinstall this lovely pink plastic blank over the expansions. I'm being defeated by the most trivial piece of time for the panels to go back on. I'm not certain. I'm going to try it the other way out just to see, because I think it might just be nasty. Oh no, that's it.
Whoops.
No. It looks entirely
exactly
symmetrical. So
yeah.
All we have to say here is Luke.
Yeah. Luke.
And then we put the back panel on. We've got so little space for cables. I've taken out those 2 drive sleds. Cables are kind of sprawling in there. Put. Oh dear Lord.
Where's the, sorry. I shouldn't laugh.
So, what's your verdict so far on this case for woman and office? Was it girl and office? I can't remember.
I hate it. I don't think any woman would want this. Because it's difficult.
Feel free to comment below. Okay. I think I'll leave this panel off for the time being, so when we start it up, once this is on, we won't be able to see anything. If we leave the panel off, we'll actually be able to see whether it's behaving. Well, yeah, kind of.
Oh.
This is the first time I recall building a PC in a new case with no fans in the front, no fans in the roof. I may have done a case that only has 1 single fan at the rear, but I don't think it's true. So let's hook it all up, and it's time for pressing the power button. It's time for power. Power button in the case wasn't working, so I had to reach inside and touch the two terminals together on the motherboard with a screwdriver. So that was a bad few moments. Seems about right for this case. Anyway, it's coming to life, slowly but surely. Here we go, we're into Windows. Hurrah! Well, that was fun. Really glad we did that. Cheers, Luke and Jazz. As to whether or not you should buy this case, well, let's face it. Do you want a pink case? If you do, buy it. If not, don't. I mean, that's my buying advice for this one. Personally, I did not enjoy the experience, but I'm now going to turn you over to Rosie, our girly PC... Oh God, I can't even say that, can I?
No.
I'm now going to turn you over to Rosie, our official expert on pink PC cases. Rosie, what do you think?
I hate it.
Thank you very much.
Honest.
Oh, sorry, there's more.
That's it.
Right. So there we go. Luke, Jasmine, there will be retribution.